I've been spending quite a bit of time recently in the mind. I know that I've been spending this time in the mind because the other day I caught myself, a couple of days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, I noticed that I was feeling very perky. And although I didn't define it as happy. I noticed that it was an uppity feeling when I was teaching. And then, I think it was today, maybe yesterday, I noticed I was feeling down. I noticed the thing about me is that I'll tend to let the uppity feelings continue. When it comes to downy feelings, stop them because they're not pleasant. Another point that I want to talk about, I'm going to talk maybe a long time tonight, I don't know, is has to do with feeling like an outsider. And I've always felt like an outsider wherever I went. Being with Destiny has been no exception. Just felt like an outsider. And I projected that feeling, the cause of that feeling, on, of course, to others. Within my mind, I simply said, well, I'm not their kind of people. And even if they really knew who I was, they probably wouldn't want me with them anyway, because I'm different from them. And I was just watching Sonnet's video. She had a point about feeling like you're an outsider, as I do and always have. Felt like I was an outsider most of the time. And I just put it on to other people, me being different from other people, and just save them the uncomfortableness of having me as an insider. Save them the trouble. So I still feel like an outsider, but I'm going to look at what I can do, not to be an insider, not to become an insider. I don't even know what an insider is, but I'm going to look at what I can do to take responsibility for that point of feeling like an outsider. I'm not going to try to be an insider or an outsider. I'm not going to try to be anything. That brings me to another point that I've noticed in me. This point of trying to be something I'm not, when I'm not even sure what I am. Specifically, I'm talking about the way I speak and the way I write, what I write about, how I write, which is probably the way I write. I went through a while back this, what was it? I don't know. This feeling with regards to my writing. And I justified it by things that Bernard said about knowledge and information, just knowledge and information. These people talking their lofty, using their lofty words and speaking their high words. interpreted as I'm saying are just full of shit. Yeah, I think I've said that. And so what I did, and I even wrote a lot about this, I didn't place it on the blog because I stated that I was going to, in my writing, attempt to write differently. And in my speaking, I have attempted to speak differently. I am right now, but this is more of a keeping it without the emotional effect, which I know I don't even do completely to this day. First about the writing. With regards to the equal money system, equality, the equality system, injustices in the world, in my writing, I'm knowledge and information, and I spent a lot of time learning to write like this. It's what I've become. It's what I've designed myself as, to write a certain way, and I found myself very, pretty much, for lack of a better word, again, disgusted with what I write, much of what I post, especially when it comes to talking about anything to do with, for example, world events, inequality, equal money system. And I realized one of the reasons I felt that way is because I was trying to write like someone who cared, like someone who felt, like someone passionate about this, instead of objectively, analytically, logically, the way I taught myself to write, the way I would write for an academic paper. And the end result, as far as I'm concerned, has mostly been half of what it should have been, or half of what it could have been in terms of the academic, from an academic perspective, written for an academic, for example, a course, hand in a paper to give a lecture on. Half that way, and in terms of writing from someone who cares, someone who gives a shit, half that way. And so I feel like I'm just doing a half-assed job of a lot of stuff when it comes to speaking, writing, blogging, vlogging. It's because, well, I think, I'm going to use the word think right now because that's what I do. I think it's because I'm trying to be something I'm not. I am knowledge and information. I'm full of it. Knowledge and information. And when I try to write about the suffering that takes place in this world, put passion into it, feeling into it, I look at it and think it sucks because there is no feeling in me about the suffering that takes place in the world. There is no passion in me about it. I've seen it. Been all around this world. And I've seen the suffering, wars. Not fought in the wars, but seen the devastation of it. Beggars on the streets who chop their own fingers off just so they can get an extra penny more. What Marlon was talking about, with regard to women doping up their babies, trying to just get some more money out of it. People offering to sell their babies. Seeing that. Actually, I'm planning to go see some more of it. And I don't feel, as far as I know, maybe I do, but I don't feel, as far as I know, anything. I stopped feeling a long time ago. Or maybe I just suppressed the feelings. Probably what I did was suppress the feelings. Suppress the anger and the feelings. So I'm trying to write like someone who cares. I mean, really cares. I'm just trying to be something I'm not. I do it because I know it's the right thing to do. I do it perhaps because I want to be someone who feels, who cares. I want to be passionate. I want to be driven to, make a change in this world. In fact, I made a conscious effort a few years back to let myself feel. And I did, and it really kind of sucked. The feeling aspect of it. I guess it brought about some passion in terms of my writing, but it didn't change anything. So I think with regard to who I am right now, in terms of what I say, what I write, I'm not going to try to bullshit myself anymore. I'm not going to try to bullshit any of you listening to this. Let people think that I actually am passionate about this stuff, because I'm not. I do it because I want to be on the right side. I guess you can say the winning side. So, there's where it is. No more bullshitting. When I write, from now on, if I want to write about equality, if I want to write about what's going on in the world, about law, international law, about the bullshit that calls itself a government of this country or that country, I'm going to do it my way, the way from what I am. If I change during the course, if I change and my writing, my speaking changes along with that, that's fine with me. But I'm not going to try to pretend I'm something I'm not. I'm not going to try to write in a way that I'm not. It means if I want to get all technical and all high and mighty in my speaking, in my writing, poetic, if I want to do that, that's what I enjoy doing, that's what I'm going to do. Feel better already. And if I want to smile and laugh in these videos, I'm going to smile and I'm going to laugh. I'm not going to try to force myself to be monotone. I'm not going to force myself to act a certain way because I think it's the way I should act, I should look, I should write, I should speak. Just not going to do it. I guess then we'll find out really if I'm an outsider or not, or maybe if it's really me or not me. I don't know. Find out. There's no way we find out whether you're accepted as you are, as someone who's trying to change, but isn't going to pretend like he's changed anymore, so that he will be accepted by anyone, not even me. That's interesting. So, well, that was the main thing that I wanted to get out, because that's been building up for some time now. I tried it. I tried to fool myself into, fool myself and fool others, I guess. Bullshit myself and bullshit others. That I was changing by changing before I actually changed and stuff, or having a vision based on what I interpreted others to look like and speak like and write like. And I said, okay, I'm going to try to do that. And news I have for myself is that I don't know what it is. There's a Chinese saying that plans move faster than change. And that's what it is. When I start changing, you'll see it. From now on, I'll see it. But you won't see it before the change. That makes sense. So, Alright, one more thing. Some guilt in me sometimes. Yeah, guilt also. Let's get that out. For acting the way I do in these videos. Not right now. Well, I guess right now too. Sometimes I enjoy doing the videos. And sometimes I don't. Now I don't enjoy it, but I feel this is getting some stuff off of me. Letting it go. Yeah, I guess that's the main point. I'm going to stop even attempting to be that which I am not. That which I am is what I will be, and what you'll see, what I will see when I do these videos. And I'm not blaming anyone else for this. I recognize this as being totally my point of trying to fit in, and then seeing myself as an outsider and wondering why I saw myself as an outsider. So no more. I said it already. No more speaking, writing, blogging, trying to fit into a perception that I have about how I perceive others want to see me. What you see will be me from now on. That's it. That means smiling, laughing, joking. So be it. Crying? I'm not quite there yet. But maybe one day I'll be able to show that. I don't think crying. I actually don't do crying. Let's count the number of times. So, any other points that I wanted to get out? think that's about it. All right.